The European Union has proposed a major expansion of its Carbon Border Adjustment Mechanism, or CBAM. CBAM is a system to confirm that a price has been paid for the embedded carbon emissions generated in the production of certain goods imported into the EU. Although it is a European policy, its effects extend far beyond Europe. On December 17 to 18, 2025, the European Commission proposed expanding CBAM beyond basic materials such as steel, cement, and aluminium. The proposal would extend the policy to around 180 downstream products, including car parts, machinery, and household appliances. The EU says this expansion targets circumvention. Officials argue that some companies avoided CBAM by exporting finished components instead of carbon-intensive raw materials like steel. CBAM is entering a new enforcement phase. For basic materials, financial charges begin in 2026, following the current reporting period. For the newly proposed downstream products, the levy is planned to start in 2028. This policy directly affects non-EU exporters, including China, India, the United States, Turkey, and Mexico. Several governments have criticized the move as trade restrictive, while others are negotiating how the rules will apply to their exports. Until now, CBAM focused mainly on raw materials. This expansion targets finished and semi-finished goods, extending carbon accounting across entire supply chains. CBAM is based on embedded carbon, the total greenhouse gas emissions produced across a product's manufacturing process. For complex goods, this includes emissions from multiple components, often produced in different countries. Carbon intensity now affects competitiveness. Low-emission production methods may reduce costs at the EU border, while high-emission supply chains face higher charges. The EU's move is already influencing global policy. Several countries are developing similar border mechanisms, while others are accelerating domestic carbon pricing to retain revenues at home. By expanding CBAM, the EU is closing loopholes between raw materials and finished products. Carbon emissions are increasingly treated as a trade variable, not just an environmental one. Thanks for watching Environment Eyepiece.